This week's book took me deep into the marshlands of North Carolina, into a world shaped by silence, secrets, survival, and the stubborn beauty of nature. Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens is a haunting blend of coming of age story, murder mystery, and love letter to the natural world. It's evocative, heartbreaking, and unforgettable. At the center of this story is Kaya Clark, known to the locals as the Marsh Girl. Abandoned by her family and shunned by the nearby town, Kaya grows up isolated in the wild, raising herself among gulls, grasses, and tides. The marsh becomes her teacher, her solace, her mother, and her home. But when a well known young man from town is found dead, suspicion immediately falls on Kaya. The novel moves between Kaya's lonely childhood and the unfolding investigation, slowly revealing the truth about her relationships, her resilience, and the way the town both feared and misunderstood her. Delia writes with scientific precision and poetic warmth, creating a world where nature is both refuge and metaphor, reflecting Kaya's inner life as she learns to trust, to love, and to stand up for herself. So, this is how I felt with this book. It is very powerful. I absolutely loved it. I love the fact that Kaya was able to learn um, from nature and she became an author. That is how she was able to fund herself. That was her employment. And I thought it was just beautiful. I did see the Netflix movie. I highly recommend that as well. So, this is my take. The novel is powerful. I found Kaya's voice tender, longing, and deeply human. Her loneliness is palpable, but so is her strength. I found myself rooting for her not just to survive, but to be seen. And she did. She was well known. The dual timeline heightens the tension beautifully, allowing the mystery to simmer while we fall in love with Kaya's world. Owens excels at atmosphere. The marsh almost breathes. You can feel the humidity, hear the insects, and sense the stillness that defines Kaya's life. The themes of abandonment by her family, her mom, her siblings, and her dad. Prejudice. They called her the Marsh Girl because she lived in the marsh. Classism and the self education are woven seamlessly with a mystery that reveals itself piece by piece. And when the final twist arrives, it lands with both satisfaction and sorrow. Now, I will say that most of the time when you see a book turn into a movie, it's kind of not similar, but this one was pretty close. It was pretty close. And you can easily in a movie go from present to past tense. And it's a little bit harder to identify in the book, but I would say it was good. It was good. So here are my final thoughts. Where the Crawdads Sing is a deeply moving story about resilience, belonging, and the complicated ways we love and hurt one another. My rating is a 5 out of 5. If you want to read this book, it is 400 pages. And if you listen to it like I did, it is 12 hours. I probably will end up putting this one in my library. Bye.